All right. Me and Zulu are going for a hike, or as I like to call it, a walk in the woods. We're at Oscar Scherer in Sarasota, Florida. And this is a place that me and Zulu have been going to forever, so come with me. One of the things that I think started at an early age is the love of walking in the woods. Now, when I grew up, we didn't call it hiking. We called it walking in the woods. I grew up in the inner city, Gary, Indiana. And although it's close enough to like Kentucky, I didn't grow up, in the wilderness. I grew up in the concrete jungle. But when we would go fishing with my father, we didn't have a boat. We would typically have to, find a restricted lake, go really early, walk through some wooded areas, and that was like just turned into being my serenity. We'd spend time as a family, we'd walk around. Not really ever brought the dogs because the dogs were always guard dogs. But I was always imagining like, dang, it would be nice to have Blackie or Apache, a couple of my childhood dogs, German Shepherds, in the woods. So as soon as I was old enough to get a dog and walk in the woods, it just turned into what I did. Years later, I learned that it was called hiking. And everybody goes hiking and they get all of this like specific clothes for hiking. They get boots for hiking. They get this thing. I think it's called a camelback for hiking. But I just walk in the woods. So, I'm learning. I'm learning this new trend that people call hiking, but we're gonna walk in the woods. I'm gonna show you what I've been doing for 45 years. When I'm in the woods, man, to me, with the dog, he turns into wolf again. And, maybe this is training, maybe it's not, but one of the things that I try to do is I try to tell myself I'm in charge when I need to be. So if this is an area that Zulu is a lot more equipped to handle whatever the terrain or the situation, well then I'm not telling him too much until I see a situation that I need to step in. I think of him as a wolf, right? And what happens is Zulu starts to understand that he has that freedom. He has that freedom to lag behind. He has that freedom to kind of push the pace. When I need to say anything to him, usually it's a hey. Right? So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to find some tracks of hogs, let him smell it, give him very limited commands, and just have a nice, enjoyable walk out here with some experience. All right, so one of the cool things is, and I'm not Steve Irwin or nothing like that, but I'm trying to get better at tracking. There's a lot of deer and a lot of wild pigs in here. And I think that what we see here is a track of a wild pig. And they have two kind of like toes, and then they got this back deal. And so when they walk, you'll see kind of like a bowling ball. And that's one right there. I guess the goal is I want to try to find fresh tracks. We're just going to run.
Pictures hang, they jog his brain. Familiar memories take their shape and then they fade. Like who he was in those years before. It's like here today and gone tomorrow. Well, it's changing. Yes, it's true.
If there's anywhere that I can think clearly, if there's anywhere that puts me in the moment, is being wrapped up in God's creation. It's not the creation, it's the creator. But man, do I like being wrapped up in it. And I said it before, this is healing. Let's show what this is. Zulu's all over. Back up, Zulu. This is the gopher tortoise here in Florida. They make their own burrows. It's super dope. Like these tortoises are kind of big, man, and I think they can live a long time. Don't know a lot about them, but whenever I do see a mound, I come up and check them out, look in there, and then I also remember that rattlesnakes can be in there too. So then I'm like, all right, good to see you. Let me move on. Let's go, Zoo. There we go. And so whenever I find this spot like this, and trust me, it's everywhere here, I let Zulu kind of smell. Sometimes I look for droppings and I let him smell it. And then I see if he can like find the scent. Let's see, Zulu doesn't seem too interested. Zulu, hey, what's this? What is that? Where is he at? Where is he at, Zulu? Where is he at? You go get him, Zulu. Go get him. Where's he at? Yeah, go get him. Go get him. Yeah, where's he at? We'll see what old Zulu takes us to. He doesn't seem too interested, but you never know. These dogs are smarter than you think, and they have so much more instinct than you think, man. It's amazing to watch them. I think I really want to get down to that creek pretty soon. This is it. This is it. Hey, since I've been here too, this isn't recent, but some pig activity here. And hey, that's probably what he's doing, is rolling in pig poop. Don't do that. This is what I'm gonna do to be adventurous. It's not that adventurous, but I always do cross here. And it's not that deep. I do check it for gators. And you know how I check for gators? I just do this. Hey, gators. Looks clear to me. So, I'm very careful. And this is stressful for me to make it across here, but not for Zulu. He will go right across. Let me see what I can do here. I should be able to jump across that. Oh, if I fall now, I'm good. But if I get to over there and I want to fall, I'm in trouble to go deeper. Did I mention that there are cottonmouths all over in here? Oh, is that a cottonmouth there? Just kidding. I made it. It's harder than it looks. Yeah, super easy. Zulu has no care in the world. Come on, Zulu. Let's go. Let's go. Let's find these jokers. Let's find these jokers. And you can't forget fire ants. Ooh, that hurt. Come on, Zulu. Keep it moving. Man, there's so many stories, good times, funny times that I've had just out in the woods. And with dogs, you know, Zulu is definitely my, woods partner, but I remember being just infatuated with wolves growing up. Now, and I still never seen a wolf in the wild. It's a bucket list thing. But I would go up north Minnesota to where wolves live. And I would take my little German Shepherd with me and I say, well, we're gonna howl and we're gonna find some wolves. We're gonna hear them, we're gonna experience the wolves. And this one time in particular, man, I went up to the highest outlook before you reach the boundary waters that border Canada and Minnesota. And I said, I'm gonna howl, because I know that wolves are there. So as dark as black, pitch black, and I'm howling. Ooh, I got my German Shepherd, he's looking at me crazy. I'm howling. Ooh, because it would have meant the world to me just to hear a wolf howl back to me. But what happened is a storm actually came in. It was nice, it was dark, but then the wind came, and with that wind came fear. And I'm not kidding you, I was like, I could imagine a pack of wolves and a grizzly bear, and they were all kind of like demonic too for some reason. Fear hit me. And said, you know what, let me get back in the car. And I turned to run, and I was only like a step and a half away from the car. Man, I don't think I passed out, but I hit myself hard enough to pass out. I guess I'm really afraid of these wolves in these woods, but it intrigues me. It keeps calling me back. It's just part of the thing, man. I've never stopped coming to the woods, even though I might have somewhere in me a fear. It's really more intrigue. Maybe we can put this in the comments below. What is this? It looks like a femur. Looks like a femur bone. It's probably pretty old, but what could it be from? It's pretty thick. We have pig, we have deer, we have bobcat, and we possibly do have, you know, puma, Florida panther. I don't know if they call it a panther or puma here. Definitely, probably not that. I'm guessing, get a good shot of that. I'm guessing pig. Is this rhubarb? I don't know, but it's gorgeous. A really red root like this. In Minnesota, we had rhubarb plants. You make rhubarb pies and things like that. And what I do know about rhubarb, if this is rhubarb, is that this part was poisonous, but the leaf, no. The leaf was poisonous, but this part was good, and we'd walk around just kind of chewing on a rhubarb root. I don't think that's rhubarb. Good boy, Zulu. Hey, good boy. Hey, you guys missed it. Just following Zulu, we kind of went through a crazy little trail, and we got to another, even more recent pig kind of evidence. I don't know if we'll find it. It's kind of hot today, but Zulu is leading us out into like the middle of the woods, and maybe we're on a small little animal trail here. Maybe if we're quiet enough and we're downwind enough, we might be able to see some pigs. But Zulu keeps pointing in this direction, so I'm gonna follow him. Every woods that I go to, there's places where the shade and the trees, the way the wind kind of intersects, it just makes this natural tunnel, wind tunnel, and the temperatures are always cooler. When you find and feel these places in the woods, you want to explore them, because animals that live here, they're not dumb. They know these places are here, and they congregate here. And I'm going to show you this spot here. You can feel, like I can physically feel the wind blowing, and it's cooler here than it was 30, 40 feet away. And here's the evidence. Here's the evidence. Lots of activity of pigs. This is fresh stuff. This might be from a night or two, right? And as you look here, you can tell that they sit here. Underneath, they might graze all day. When it does rain, this will fill up with water, but there's lots of vegetation in here for them to eat. There might be trails on this side and that side, but during the day, they hunker down. It's not my goal to chase them up with Zulu. It's just my goal, if I find them, if I can be downwind, to observe them and let Zulu observe them. But this is a really cool place. And this is also, I've been having my sandals on, but this is also a place that you want to kind of just soak in the energy of nature. And so you walk around barefoot in these places where animals have been. Let your dog smell the smells. I haven't said a single thing to Zulu because Zulu is in sensory overload. Well, he's in a sensory heaven, I should say. All the smells, what happened here? He's tracking, right? This is part of what I love. The freedom of being in the bus, to be able to go to woods like this all over the country. New experiences with me and my dog and my family. This is what being on the bus is all about. And in this moment, I'm thankful. I'm just kidding, I ain't putting my hand in there. Kidding me, man? No. Ants, don't touch. You gotta watch your step. You're looking for rattlesnakes, they will move, so don't worry about that. They will actually make a noise. You're looking for little baby birds here. But look at this. Gopher tortoise everywhere. There's another really big entrance over here. I don't know if they have multiple entrances or if it's like, you know, just different tortoise. I'm pretty sure that they are hibernating right now. Here's another one. Oh, this is always so cool. That's a tortoise, Zulu. That's a tortoise. Man, look at this. This is Florida. This is the natural habitat of where I am in Sarasota, Florida. This is not swamp. What do we call it? We call it the grassy, the wetlands is what they call it. So man, awesome habitat. Get down to Florida and hike, walk through the woods as much as you can. And if you have a dog, bring your dog. Hey, Zoop. As Zulu pees on everything, he'll tell you, this is the bond. This is the bond for you and your dog. This is what kind of brings you together. Hey, let's go to the bus. Let's go to the bus, Zoo. Let's go, buddy. Let's go to the bus. I could actually send Zulu this way and have him wait for me. Zulu, go. Get on the bus, Zulu. There you go. Let's go. I know you're thirsty. I got you, buddy. I got you. Here you go. There you go. Drink it up. Pictures hang, they jog his brain. Familiar memories take their shape and then they fade. Like who he was in those years before. It's like here today, but gone tomorrow. Well, it's changing. Yes, it's true. Seasons pass, up at last, there's a different point of view. And he's changing every day. La da da da. Today, tomorrow, yesterday. La da da da. Change the way he walked his walk. Appearance change in different ways than he ever thought. Turn the page, he turned on the light. This time he worked on what's inside. It's changing, yes it's true. Seasons pass, look up at last, just to find out that he's not the same as he used to be. La da da da. And who is the man reflecting me? La da da da. Oh, we change, seasons change. Where we were, we can't return. Live your life for today.
day so we can get on changing. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. We are changing. What good will you do? What good will you do? We are changing. Don't deny the truth. We are changing. What will you do? Oh, as pictures hang, they jog the brain. Familiar memories take their shape and then they fade.